All right, it's the semifinals of SOMSFA 23 card set. Joined here at 9:54 left first quarter. Vegas driving second and 11 from the 14-yard line. Dan coaches Vegas. Butch Houston. It's a guest right and run. Going to lose a yard. Third and long. Ezekiel Elliott enters the game. On this 3rd and 12, short past Elliott. Looking for 12, and he is not doubled. And it's going to get flushed. Can he find that plus 13? He finds a short gain. Good enough. Touchdown. Yes, plus 13 it is. 6-0. Vegas. We'll get this out and share the stream here. What happened here? So he did not get the touchdown. Why didn't he get the touchdown? Oh, he was not from the 13. It was 12 yards for the first down, not for the end zone. Sorry about that. Makes it 3rd and goal from the 4. It's what you get for joining in progress. So since then, it's been Elliott for 2 plays, loss of 2. Gus Edwards trying to change it up. He's going to make it a 4th and 1. Make that a 4th and goal from the 1. And here we go. Vegas is going for it. Full house backfield. Team ran in this situation 67% of the time. The league just ran 49% of the time. Guess wrong on the incorrect key is the difference. Burrow gets in, and there's that touchdown after all. Took a little while longer than I thought, but he's in there. 6-0 Vegas. Bass on for the extra point. It's good. Vegas finished the regular season 13-4. Houston finished 12-5. So Houston, I imagine, comes in here with the good pass defense. And indeed they do. It's average for Las Vegas. Yes. So Vegas has average good. And Houston has average good. That's that the way it's supposed to be? Is that right? A little bit confusing here. So Houston is away at 12-5. Right, which makes sense. Sorry, I just woke up from a nap here, but they still have average good. I'm in a bit of a fog because of that nap. I just woke up from a late nap today. But I think I see what I'm seeing here. I'm just going to dive into this a little bit more and make sure that I'm seeing it correctly here. So Vegas has a 2 through 5 flat pass interception. And Houston has a 2 through 5 flat pass interception. So, and it almost comes up. Oh my. Yeah, it almost comes up. Vegas gets the ball back. Now, Vegas is the one that should have the good, so that's helpful. And Vegas is leading here. So technically, Vegas is disadvantaged versus what we see in the rule set. Long pass, Jamar Chase gets 49, so Vegas is adding here potentially to their lead. Now, my game versus Seattle, should probably make sure that my squad does not have the good pass D before we go into that game. I got to update the league. Sorry, kind of getting sidetracked here a little bit, but it is what it is here as I try to just figure this out. What is the code? Darn it. Let's see it in the email. Must be on the site, I guess. There it is. Jeez, what is going on here? I can't even get the pregame right now. Maybe it's me somehow, some way. Is the issue? Am I in SOMSFA? I'm in the SOMSFA site. Anyway, touchdown, Las Vegas. It's 14-0. And Houston has the ball. So I guess I'll figure all this out later. I sent DMs around a little bit, so hopefully that can get figured out. We can focus here on the game instead. Short pass, Cooper. 4 men in zone. Incomplete. Houston, first look at them in these playoffs. First look really in both teams. We have only broadcast one game so far, and that was the Seattle-New England game. Or I have, I should say. Houston got here with a pretty balanced offense. 14th in running percentage in the league, sacked here. Not definitely middle of the pack offensive line. You see the sacks show up now, making it 3rd and 20. Derek Carr finished 3rd in completions, 407. Bijan Robinson, nobody ran more off tackles, 260 this year. He also placed in linebucker, 35th in the league with 28 and 12th in end runs, but really did focus on the off tackle. Just gets 5 yards on 3rd and long, so going to punt it away down 14-0. And it's Desmond King from his own 21-yard line. 12 yards. So Vegas with an opportunity to really pull out ahead here. End run, Gus Edwards to lose a yard. Looking to a non-existent blocking back. Now, the Vegas offense did not run very much at all. 21st in running, 35% of the time, but 4th in flat passing. There's a short pass to Chase, makes it 3rd and 3. Joe Burrow finished 2nd in the league with 425 completions, 8th in passer rating at 89.8. Carr's 98.8 was 4th. Off tackle Gus Edwards gets the first down. Hayden on the block. Hayden Hurst. Gus Edwards was your primary back with 306 carries. He led the league in end run attempts at 139. 139 is a successful double team, I believe, of Terry McLaurin here in the flats. Dangerous, but snap fumble, even more dangerous, picked up by Houston. So Burrow lets it slip. And the return attempt loses 2 yards. It'll keep it in Vegas territory, though, at the 46 for Houston. Joe Burrow, I didn't see him fumbling at all this year. Maybe he did, but I didn't have it on my record sheet. Off tackle draw, guessed wrong. No gain on the one white die for Bijan Robinson. Could have been +4. Interestingly, tonight there's lots of playoff action in just the 2 leagues that I'm in. I'm active right now in both those playoffs. These SOMSFA playoffs and also in Summer Sprint, where there's one game going on right now. Another one that kicked also at 8 o'clock. Another one that will kick at 8:30. Might peek in on those here as we go, which will be of little interest to SOMSFA participants. A few of us cross over into both, but not everybody. That being said, I've got Summer Sprint people that I'm sure would like a little bit of a record of their playoff game. There's short pass Robinson. So we'll do the best we can. We'll see if this score can stay tight. Doesn't help there that Houston did not convert the 3rd and 10. Makes it 4th and 10. And a coffin corner punt. He's going to place the ball at the 8. Excuse me. I don't have a good mute button on this newish laptop of mine. I know there's a shortcut key somewhere. I forgot what it is, though. But it's not intuitive. You don't just have a mic block button. So sorry for that yawn. Short pass, Zach Ertz, incomplete. Bit of a bold play there. Oh, should try to get the pass rush matchup up. Got to be quick to the draw to get that done. 2nd and 10 now from the 8. In the spot, Vegas did a little bit of everything. Didn't rank top 5 in any particular play category, so nicely distributed its play calling here on 2nd and 6 to 10 in that range. See what they come up with here. It was a long pass to McLaurin, so not afraid of going deep here. And it looks like it's a pretty weak pass rush for Houston. They finished last in the league in sack win percentage. It's just 4%. A double team Osborne, however, incomplete. Would have been incomplete either way. And the punting unit will come on. On this 4th and 10. So a good hold there for Houston. 57-yard punt. Nice punt. Trent Taylor on the return. Calls for a fair catch. So field position is held pretty tight there by Vegas, pushing Houston back to their own 35 despite kicking off from inside their own 10. 3 wide versus the 3-3-5. Nobody called run less than Las Vegas. Finished 24th in the league, calling a run on defense just 13% of the time. All in for Vegas this year. So you see these draws coming from Houston. They haven't been particularly successful so far, but good reason to call them. Flat pass to Robinson. Gets another 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 from the 43. 6:36 left in the first half. Vegas leads 14-0. On this 3rd and 2 set, we see Robinson back there again. Team tended to pass in these spots, at least much more than the rest of the league. And there you see a flat pass Brown. Guessed wrong, 11 yards. Would have been enough for a first down, guessed right as well. Houston in that spot just ran 33% of the time versus the league's 51%. So a noticeable downtick versus the rest of the league. First down, 5-yard gain. Second and 5. Short pass. Wicks, he's double teamed by Geno Stone. It's picked off. So nice call there by Vegas to get the interception and return opportunity that he's going to try to capitalize on right now. Gets no yards. And will be at their own 27. Vegas finished 4th in the league in successful double team calls at 12.8%. Which is an important stat. That kind of moves the needle. Off tackle, Gus Edwards. Doesn't do a good job, though, in terms of on offense, how often they're successful double teams. Teams are very successful double teaming Burrow's receivers. Edwards gets the block, first down. 15.1% success by the opponent of Las Vegas. When Burrow's receivers are double teamed, there's that end run, led the league in end runs. Edwards, 7 yards. So from a margin perspective, Vegas is actually negative 2.3 percentage points, which is 19th in the league. Houston, incidentally, comes in 1.2% positive margin, which is 11th best in the league. On this 2nd and 3, a 10-yard gain to Ertz. And that's a first down into Houston territory. 2:42 left, first half. Looking for a 3-score lead here for Vegas, heading into the locker room. See if they can pull it off. Fast-moving first half here, just 23 minutes in. It's a first down up to the 35. Into scoring territory, at least in theory here for Vegas. Middling field goal kicker. Just converted 86% of his field goal attempts for Vegas. Stronger field goal kicker from Houston. Flat pass guessed wrong. Opportunity, just 2 yards. So disappointing roll there for Vegas. Let's take a look at kicker, who struggled a little bit. That's Tyler Bass. One of Bass's better cards, actually. 2nd and 7. Guessed right and run. Gets 3 yards anyway. Guessed wrong would have been close to a touchdown. Instead, we set up a 3rd down and 4 for Vegas. This is a team that runs right about league average, 37%. League average, 43%. Likes to look in here, likes the off tackle here primarily. Far above league averages anyway. Always look at things relatively. It's not, is it even the majority of the time that you do something, but how much do you do it versus the rest of the league? Do you stand out? Flat pass, Ertz. 1 man in zone, needs 4 yards, not going to get it. Push back. Loss of 2 to the 30. Tyler Bass here, going to probably come on for a field goal from outside of containment. He does. From 47 yards, big kick for Bass with 1:22 left. He hits it. 17-0. So I'm pretty sure in that Seattle game, I should not have the the good cards, right? I assume I am the lower seeded squad. So it'd be good to get that fixed up if it is incorrect. I don't know that it is before our game, if it's possible. I mean, you already have the pre-files issued and whatnot. Yeah, number 1 seed is Seattle. So guessed right there. Short pass, A.J. Brown. 3rd and 7. For a team that calls pass so little, I wonder why you had to go 3 wide here. Is Ferguson that good? Go 3 wide, 2 running backs. Get rid of that one white die problem and run your draws that way. Off tackle, Bijan Robinson, just a yard. Guessed right again on that one white die. 4th and 6. 37 seconds. Going to punt it away. Contain may have played a role there too, but still not even close to the first down. From the 13-yard line is Desmond King in the waning moments of the first half. He gets his 2 roll, but doesn't do much with it. 30 seconds left at 35. It's a short pass to McLaurin. Incomplete. See Burrow's interceptions there on 12. 4 wide. 22 seconds left here in the first half. Long pass chase. 2 men are back there. 8 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Could not get out of bounds. Stepping away for a second. And we hit first half. We hit halftime. While we're here, we're going to take a quick peek over in Battle Royale. Don't see a game number here. So without a game number, I've got nowhere to go for that game. So um, one second. $51 yards to McLaurin while my head was down. So 1st and goal from the 5. And run Edwards. Looks like he's in. He is. And 23-0 Vegas. So huge score there to open things up for Vegas. And take command. Houston now battling from far, far behind. But it's still enough time for sure. Just 3 scores technically. Second and 3. So Houston good is a mirage. I've never seen that before. It's fascinating. I'm discussing this with Ed, Houston's pasty. That's right. I did not download the latest league file. That would be it. Okay. Yeah. I tried. We got a 404 there. Yeah. So if you happen to be poking in, I went over here and tried to get playoff round 3 and got a 404 here, right there. That was my, but that okay. So that explains it. So without the updated league file, I don't have the latest defensive update. Okay, so that explains that. Appreciate Ed popping in. So since I did not have the latest playoff file in, and I can't seem to get to it, that is why it shows Houston with its defensive rating from last game here. Indeed, they're playing with the average card, so good news there. 2-man in zone. Vegas up to the Houston 28. Looking to add to this 24-0 lead with 9:36 left here in the third. Off tackle. Edwards just gets 2. 2nd and 8. $11-yard gain for Edwards. Again, going off tackle. Twelfth in the league in off tackles. I mean, led the league in end runs with 139, but he actually ran more off tackles, 147 off tackle runs for Edwards. Incomplete. Guessed right on Chase's card. 2nd and 10. He ran just 20 line bucks, incidentally, in case you're wondering. The leader in line bucks on the team was Ezekiel Elliott, who ran 34 of them. Short pass Chase, 4 men in zone, 11 yards down to the 4. Full house. First and goal, Vegas ran 65% of the time versus a league average of 66%. So right there with the league, which is a good spot to be. Loses a yard. Short pass got wrong. Opportunity. Incomplete. Burrow can't find it. Third and goal from the 5. Edwards is guessed right here is going to lose a yard. So, the door remains a crack open here for Houston. Going to need a lot of balls to bounce his way, but that probably, if he scored a touchdown, probably would have sealed the deal. Instead, you've got to work out 4 touchdowns if you are the Texans here. Tall order, no doubt. There's that draw to Robinson. If we see that one white die one more time, it's 2 yards on the 3. White die, second 8. Short pass, Jake Ferguson. He's sacked. Leonard Floyd gets in. Third and 17. Big yardage. Two men back there, long to Berrios. Incomplete. 4 on the white die. So it would have been incomplete pretty much any which way. 4th and 17. Forced to punt. 50-yard punt. Calvin Austin on the return. No gain. So Houston comes up empty on a fairly vital possession. Flat pass McLaurin. A 0 is there. Gets 4 yards. Second and 6. Gus Edwards gets 8 yards. Nice gain there, 1st and 10. So as Vegas looks poised to head to the championship game, just a profile of the team overall. They finished second in pass attempts per game at 39.1. And top 5 in a lot of categories. If I were just to hit the top 5 of the bottom 5. Second in completions, 4th in yards. 3rd best in interceptions, just 0.4 per game, looking past Hayden Hurst. Over on the rushing side on offense, more middle of the pack, but yards per carry, which is an important one, finished 5th at 5.3 yards per carry. On the defensive side of the ball, not top 5 in any major passing stat category. But, which is interesting given how often they call pass on defense. And nobody calls pass more on defense. So you expect, a lot of top 10, but not top 5. Very few people run against them, however. Second fewest carries against, 24 per game. Otherwise, the rushing stats aren't that strong. Important one in a league like this, how do you do in dump offs? Well, The team is kind of where it matters in margin, 6th in the league. They get about 0.7 more dump offs, just about one, fewer than one dump off more than their opponent per game. And on short passes and long passes, they percentage is 20%. Their opponent's at 16%. So that margin of 4.3 percentage points is 5th in the league as they march toward the red zone here. In the red zone, Vegas is 21st in the league on offense, 16th on defense. So some red zone struggles, a lot of field goals, 2nd in the league in field goals offensively, 1.2 per game. Spot pass was guessed wrong, 13 yards to the 7. Full house. And with those other playoff games going on, if we see a touchdown here, I'll probably have to break away and get coverage for that league if this game truly gets out of hand. And I would say 34-0 in the 4th would be out of hand. And we'd cover the summer sprint game between Bob Middleman's Arsenal squad. And who are they facing? Again, they're facing Westland, Nick's Westland squad. Westland, 1984 Summer Sprint. Summer Sprint's a really fun league for those who haven't played it. Drafting is very fun. We provide sort of wall-to-wall coverage, round-by-round updates, all that sort of good stuff. Ezekiel Elliott around the outside gets 2 yards, 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking more here, Jamar Chase led the league in targets, 229 targets. Nobody got targeted more. Catch percentage of 52% for Chase. And that's not so bad, given he was 3rd in short pass and 4th in long pass. It's your flat pass guys who are the ones who are going to lead the league in catch percentages. 3rd and goal from the 7. I'm trying to fix that stat so I could really get a good adjusted catch percentage just for the guys who focus on flat and short and longs. I'm just running into circular references all over and over again. So I'm not able to really pin that down yet. I just haven't had the time to work around it. Settling for a field goal here is Vegas, which will make it 30-0. So we'll stick here for a minute. That should do it, but let's see if Butch can come down and get a quick score. Vegas will face the winner of Seattle versus Atlanta. We talked about Seattle, our number 1 seed coming in. Atlanta won the contest. We talked about that in the broadcast last time, Dennis's broadcast of the Atlanta-Dallas game. Seattle lost in overtime to my Falcons. We went down the field, then scored a walk-off, Keaton Mitchell run. But got our work cut out for us in Atlanta in that game, 2nd and 10. Interestingly, I also faced Dennis in the playoffs in that summer sprint league. We have two playoff games to play. We're going to play our SOMSFA game. We'll announce this here on StratFan Forum here shortly. Looks like tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern. And then we'll play our summer sprint game the next night at 9:30 Eastern. Off tackle, Bijan Robinson, just 4, 1st and 10 to the 48. Flat pass, Wicks. 1 man in zone. 20 yards. Looking at Vegas's defensive tendencies there. They do a nice job. Number 1 in the league overall in men in zone on defense. So they're generally putting men in the right spot. Okay, overall. The only place they really are worse than average is on linebacker, where they're 18th. 1st and 10. 5 yards. Long pass, always an important one to look at. 11th in the league at 0.6 minute zone on the long pass. Now, Strat does not give us 2 decimal points. If they did, we'd probably have, that would be a little bit more meaningful. But still, it's a good indicator. Flat end run now. Robinson going to get 12. So on the move here to the Vegas 25, but time is ticking away here for Houston. .806 left, fourth quarter. Draw to Robinson. In this 3 wide set. Going to get that block, 8 yards inside the red zone. Go with the Texans. Vegas, we talked about their 7s along the line. They led the league in pass blocking success. Just 12% of sackers got through on this offensive line. Third best in the league in sacks per game at 0.6. But they're pretty strong there. Very strong in field position as well. +3 margin versus their opponents, tied for first. Not a particularly lucky team. 17th in luck rank was Vegas, so they get it done the hard way. 2nd and goal from the 5. Picking up 48% of all fumbles. So, as you'd expect, that's a shade below middle of the pack. 17th in the league. Off tackle, Robinson. Looking to get in the end zone here. He's going to get it, I think. Yeah. Lots makes the block. And it's 30-6. Down 24. They're going to kick it. Kick is good. It's going to have to onside it here if they're interested in a most unlikely comeback. And they don't kick away. Oh, look at that. So I thought we had 2 games over here. Just 1, and it hasn't even kicked yet. So we'll be able to get to this game on time. Time keeps on getting pushed a little bit here. Over in Summer Sprint, that is. That's a pretty good rundown. I mean, there's more to share, but a pretty good rundown of Vegas's profile. 7th overall in yards per play margin, 0.4 advantage, which is good. They're 3rd in the league in, I think that number 1 in the league, as you'd expect. Just giving up 4 plays per game, or the opponent's offense is guessed wrong while passing the ball. Just 4 leads the league. Makes sense given how infrequently they call run. Looking past Elliott, he's double teamed. Nice double team, gets the pick in the look-in zone. So you're not going to get all those touchdowns, but 27 yards out. Gets 4 yards. 4:30 left. $13 yards. Three wide. Gonna have to hurry. End run Robinson. Looking for that +12. Just misses it. Instead, just 4 yards. Got out of bounds with 3:36 left. Down 23 points. This would be an all-timer. Short pass, Cooper. 10 yards, he's in the end zone, touchdown. So now they can make it. They're at 17 now. This would make it 16. Elliott's kick is good. Oh, most assuredly going to get the onside. But last time didn't, but yeah, this time does. Just misses. And Vegas will take control with a 16-point lead. 1 second, stepping away here. So technically mute. All right. 224. Just missed one play. Linebuck Elliott. Dennis Singh is going to .5 yards, 4th and 1. Houston has yet to use its timeouts. Punting away. .107 left. Needs 2 big scores. Very quickly. Bijan does not have a +80 in him that I'm aware of. Let's see if I'm wrong. I don't know the card all that well. No, +38. You can do it right there. Not going to get that opportunity. Long pass, A.J. Brown. Finds the +28. Makes things a little bit interesting. Doesn't get out of bounds on the long pass. So it takes a timeout. So Bijan stays in with that long pass threat. But you do have an asterisk going in there. Looking past Bijan. So gets the interception split. Just 4 yards. Clock rolls. Not what he was looking for there. 2nd and 6. Your pass, Amari Cooper. Flushed for 9. Couldn't get out of bounds again. Down to 15 seconds somehow. As he goes, hurry up, apparently. And that should do it here. Gonna need to score right here to have a chance. But goes short, gets sacked, and that'll do it. Vegas will be advancing to the finals of SOMSFA 23 card set. Game is over. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to duck out, head over to the game. We'll see you on another broadcast shortly.